Hi everybody, it is Steve Olson. It is Thursday, October 13th, 2016. This is WSO. I wanted to start out with this picture today from the Alaska FAA cams from Eldred Rock, and this is one of the most untouched, by the way, one of the most convincing pictures I've seen of the red orb. And again, I cannot tell if it's a refraction or reflection where we're getting a focal point or if this is actually the position of the object itself, but it is there, and it is bold, and it is big, and it is as plain as day. But it just indicates that there's something that they're not talking to us about in the government, and and they're not telling us about it in the mainstream media. And I think that this is a 800-pound gorilla in government circles, as they decide the fate of the world right now, as these wars and rumors of wars continue, and et cetera, et cetera. So we've got this big galactic battle going on, apparently, and it involves people in the Earth, it involves people in space, it involves us, it involves all of us. So one of the things that I wanted to mention, though, before I go on to the next picture, is I have been impersonated now by at least 20 people online, and they're putting comments that are meant to look like they're from me. I want to please, everybody, please have a look out for people that be imposters of me. The reason being is I'm not going to say anything mean or try to cut anybody down or anything like that unless you're just a total shill. Then I might smack you around, but that's it. If you see any kind of statements or anything that doesn't look like it's from me, can you please forward that link to me so that I can report them to YouTube for impersonation? And I really appreciate your help on that. Let's get on to the next stuff here. All right, so this is from September 5th. Okay, and it's from one of the Alaska cams in Bettles, and this is the southeast facing camera. And you'll notice that it is morning time and the sun is rising. Now, the reason I wanted to show this little historical document is I missed it, but this subscriber did not miss it. Now watch what happens as the sun comes up. Now I'll just kind of roll through it once and you can watch it, and then I'm going to explain what you just saw. And the reason why this is a significant capture, and the reason why I felt it was really important to show this to you guys today, is because of this, okay? This little dot back here has been approaching us for a long time. We, back in February, March, and April, were capturing it almost every day in Leon, Mexico, in the southern hemisphere, during what is the winter in the north, and we were capturing the same image. The first thing I have to tell you about photons is they can't make stuff up. Like a photon, like light, can't just make up what's there. So when there's a lens flare, it's a reflection of what's there, or it's a image of what's there. Well, what we've got right here is an image of something. Okay, this this multiple rings here that you'll see in this lens flare. And I'm saying that it's emanating from this object, not from the sun. The sun makes a single dot lens flare. The sun, one dot. This, however, is what I believe to be the nemesis star with matter around it and all kinds of stuff going on. And so I've always believed that this is the nemesis star. And what I'm saying, the reason I say that is because what you've got here is a very strange multiple ringed object, and what that would be to me is the plasma and all the different stuff that's going on around it as it's approaching the sun and causing all those reactions. And that's why I think this is a very important capture in September, because it's showing us what's up there, guys. And the other thing that you see here is that little like a ring with a cross in it too. So this actually is this little star, and this is not the first time I've seen it. It's just the most recent version of it, and seeing it in North America is quite interesting. And then here are two more, photographs that kind of collaborate or corroborate with that first image I just showed you. The reason that these little weather cams have been picking up this, see, I actually believe that's what it looks like in space. I really do. I think there's the nemesis star, however it's configured, and this is basically a reflection of what we saw, similar to what we saw in that FAA cam. Now look at this FAA cam. Notice how this one shows us a blue and a red, and that's always ominous when you see that, guys, because the Hopi Indians, of course, of western United States talk about the blue and the red Kachina as being a way to look at this approaching, solar system or grouping of objects, and quite frankly, probably other races of people and all kinds of craziness, right? So, you know, just another good collaboration there. Just excellent stuff, guys. I love you guys. I love my subscribers, man. I really, really do. Hi, everybody. This is just a quick call out, 5-second call out to all my WSO supporters. First of all, thanking you guys. But, guys, we need your help. We're just to the end game here with the website, getting ready to put it up. We're delayed a couple days. You know how that goes. It seems like every minute you're going to put it up, it's like something else goes down. We've got that almost ready to go. We've got infrastructure placed for the basic infrastructure for the ham radio operations. And, of course, there's the support of me because doing this every single day is a life-consuming event. Guys, I need your help. And if you guys could find it in your heart, or if God is telling you, the Lord is telling you, the Spirit's telling you to just send us a couple of dollars, not asking for huge donations, guys. I just need a little bit of help to get through the month. And then we'll be able to get on with some of these projects and get these things rolled out to everybody. I really appreciate you guys being understanding of that, and I love you all. Bye. Now, this is interesting because it corroborates with some footage that we've been looking at from the SECCHI. And let me show you the SECCHI. And what SECCHI is it's a spacecraft that we have that records, in this particular case, it's recording high energy protons in ionic activity, and it's showing us things not with light but with high energy protons. And what we've seen over the last several months is this spacecraft or artificial object of some sort approaching Venus. That, I think, is Mars. We don't know what that black thing is, but it just looks like some kind of a shield, right? Some kind of a something artificial, something on a massive, massive scale, the size of a planet. And we've been watching this for a long time, so if you want to go back and check out a couple of my videos. But here is the kicker, okay? We were told, one of the debunkers, I think it was Ben at the Suspicious Observers channel, was debunking this and saying it was some kind of an anomaly on the lens of the satellite itself. Well, if that's the case, then the same anomaly exists in these cameras that are pointed up to look at asteroids by NASA. So if you look up in this corner here, you can see the same basic object. Okay, so what I'm saying facetiously and kind of out of the corner of my mouth is, Ben, I'm sorry, you're incorrect on that. I love you, but look, man, there it is. So we're seeing this object plus other objects, and whoever is sending this, and I'm not going to say their name on the air, I want to thank you so much for finding these cameras. This has been an excellent collaboration on this particular thing. So yeah, we got something that collaborates with the SECCHI, and it definitely disproves or debunks what Ben said about the camera itself. Okay, so I want to close with these two pictures. What you see here, and you see this heavy, heavy chemtrailing, and I think oftentimes they're trying to hide these little type of anomalies. This is west-northwest, and this is in the United States. Okay, this is sunset. And our friend David Dobbs has been contacted. Yes, that's right. David Dobbs has been contacted. David is going to do a show with me Friday, and we'll be airing it on Saturday. And here is the reason why I got David Dobbs involved with WSO. If anybody's been watching David Dobbs' channel, you will know this object. That is a blow-up of the object that we saw in the previous photograph. David Dobbs thinks that this is a comet or actually Nibiru, a comet associated with the Nibiru system or Nibiru itself. He's been tracking it over, I don't know, several years, has 14 or 15 instances of seeing it, has timed it, has done all the science on it, and we are having him on our show Saturday. So please tune in to find out more about this. But this is that little red ball followed by a trail of smoke. And I am so excited to have David come on and share his thoughts about this with us. And I hope you all have a great day. I'll try to make one more video today because there's lots of material to go through. So I hope you all have a good one. Talk to you soon.
Okay, folks, I can't locate it, but it's got to be a military chopper. There's not a news chopper that I think that sounds like this. I don't know, I've never even seen that chopper before over here. We have a UK flight that comes down through here to St. Joe Hospital in Berea, but that's not it. That may be a news helicopter. Beats me. A lot of air activity today, and the buzzards are even flying high. I say when the buzzards are flying high, that must be danger. That's what it looks like to me. Here's the sun again. Good morning, sun, whatever there is of you or whatever you are. I can't ever imagine even looking at you anymore. You're not round. Used to be round. Now there's something going on, folks. I don't know what it is, but there's another plane without a chemtrail going south. Well, it's going southwest, and I think it's a passenger jet. I think there's another one climbing to elevation with a chemtrail. That one is. This one over here is just gliding along because it's got passengers from either Minnesota, Chicago, or Wyoming, Montana, somewhere. It's flying to Florida, probably. A lot of FEMA activity, I imagine, with all the disaster down there with Matthew. Oh, I've been through a hurricane before. They're no fun. They're no fun, but people love living at the coast. Good for them. This plane here, that's not a passenger jet. You see it, the chemtrail?